then obviously you're a racist, and most people are going to step up and say, no, you're a racist, you're wrong, get the f out of here. Hey, it's David here, back with another video, and yeah, it's another controversial video. I'm sorry if you're getting sick of these, but I've got a funny feeling that you're not getting sick of them. Today I want to talk about Lauren Rebecca Perez. She's also going by the name Lauren Loves Veggies on Twitter. She's the girl who got super famous for linking veganism and Black Lives Matter and saying that they are the same. It was a very controversial video, and I'd like to break it down and see if she was right, effective, or if she was both, or if she was neither. Before we start the video, if you are a vegan and you're looking for some new t-shirts and hoodies and stuff like that, get over to the new store. Got some really cool stuff on there, some cool designs that I'm sure you'll find interesting. Now let's react to Lauren's video. Let's see what she has to say. I couldn't use Lauren's original video because of the music, copyright issues, so I had to do a voiceover saying what she said. She doesn't have this real deep voice like a man. It's a bit weird, but just bear with me. Black Lives Matter and animal lives matter. Literally all sentient beings on this planet deserve a life free from fear, free from abuse, free from unjust persecution. So far, we're off to a pretty good start. I don't really see a problem with that. She's not necessarily saying that one is more important than the other. She's not really said anything bad at all. She's just said Black lives matter and animal lives also matter, and they should all be free from persecution. Is that wrong? Does anyone have a problem with that? So far, I really can't see this being an issue. And if it is an issue, I'd be asking people, tell me specifically what the issue is. What is the problem with what she has said? She's not degraded anyone here. She's just said these are two groups of individuals in society that shouldn't be persecuted. No one, whether it's a human being, especially ones with different colored skin than yours, and animals who are different creatures than you. If it's not their time to die, they don't deserve to die. None of this is wrong. This is good. This is very objective. This is very open. This is very, it seems to be coming from the heart. She's right. They don't deserve to die. People with different skin color to you don't deserve to die just for having a different skin color to you. Just the same as a different species to you doesn't deserve to die just for being a different species to you. I don't see so far what is controversial about what she's saying. So stop killing black people and stop killing animals. Veganism, Black Lives Matter movement, it's all the same. And there comes the controversy. Stop killing black people, stop killing animals, veganism and Black Lives Matter, it's all the same. I can see why this got a lot of views and a lot of hate. I'm sure Lauren knows that humans and non-humans are absolutely not the same in many, many ways. There are many things that we will always be able to do and non-humans won't be able to do. Drive a car, create medicines, I don't know, build buildings. I think what she's more referring to is that in our will to live, in the fact that we all want to live and we all deserve to live without cruelty, without pain, without suffering, without being killed by a larger oppressive system or a larger oppressor. We all deserve the right to live without that, whether we are human or non-human. I believe that's the point she was trying to make. Unfortunately, the majority of the world does not see a problem with killing animals. They are actually pro-killing animals because they believe they need to do that for nutrition. To suggest that killing black people and killing animals is the same is very offensive to many people. She's making a comparison between speciesism and racism. Everyone believes that it's unjust to kill someone because of the race they are born with. And if you don't believe that, then obviously you're a racist. And most people are going to step up and say, no, you're a racist, you're wrong, get the f out of here. Speciesism, it hasn't reached that point. You'll be waiting for a long time before you see people saying, hey, f you and your speciesism, this is not acceptable. In a world where speciesism is the norm and non-veganism is the norm, to compare racism and speciesism is always going to get you in big trouble, especially if there is a huge global outrage going on of people speaking against racism. That last point, I can see how that has become offensive to many people. Although the intent was good, the intent was to help, the intent was to help the animals and to help black people. Unfortunately, people don't really care about intent these days. They only care about what upsets them and what offends them, and that's why she's faced all of the hate. There is no doubt in my mind that she meant this with the best intentions possible, to be a good person, speaking out about things that she believes are important to help both animals and humans. More people should feel confident enough to be able to speak out about the things they feel are important. However, we've got to look at two things now. What's right and what's effective? Is what she's saying right? Up until the last point, I agreed with everything. I would say it's factually correct. The things she said are great. They're very inspiring. Is it effective? Well, no, it's not effective. Comparing racism and speciesism right now, especially the racism against black people, especially racism against black people in the USA, is not going to be effective. There are far too many emotions at play. There is far too much outrage at the moment for anyone to take you seriously if you are comparing these two atrocities. When we're looking at it factually, how many animals are killed each year only in the USA, how many animals are used and abused only in the USA, you would think that on paper it made made sense to make this comparison. In the world we live in, the non-vegan world, the speciesist world, it doesn't make sense to others. It only makes sense to those of us who know the facts, know the data, and have broken out of our speciesism, have broken out of the idea of human supremacy, and broken out of the idea that humans can do whatever they want to other animals just because they're different species. If you've not broken out of that, this claim that she makes, these points that she makes seem ludicrous. They seem crazy. Unfortunately, as a result of that, it's not going to be effective because most people haven't broken out of this way of thinking yet. If you are somebody who's been offended by this, if you are looking at this and saying, how dare she do this? How dare she do this? Maybe try to understand why she would say the things she's saying. If you're living in the West, I would highly recommend you to watch Dominion. It covers all of the different things that we do to animals in the West. And if you are living in the UK, watch Land of Hope and Glory. That's a specific UK documentary showing the same things, but specifically, as I said, for the UK. If you're in India, you can watch The Unholy Cattle of India to understand what's happening in India, specifically with cattle, but there are, of course, many other animals suffering in India, but that's a good start. Rather than taking offense at what somebody says, it's worth thinking about why they said it and trying to get to a place where you understand them, they understand you. If you still don't agree, at least you've had a productive conversation and you can move on and you can move past it, and maybe you've learned something, they learned something. Calling people out, canceling people, sending them threats, sending them hate, it's really not going to help when they have done something with all good intentions. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think of this video, let me know what you think of what I said. Am I wrong? Am I off base with this? Was she speaking out of turn? Was she effective? Was she right? Was she neither? Was she both? Tell me in the comments down below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you get notified of new videos that come straight to your homepage in the future. And if you have any stories that you think I should cover, any cool ideas, any cool articles, cool stories, all this kind of good stuff, send me an email at skinnyveganfit@gmail.com and I'll check it out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.